Hi everybody, welcome to On Social with Nikki. We have here Shay, the middle class matchmaker. I am so excited to have Shay here today. Shay, thank you so much for coming on the show, because I got a lot, honey, to clue in about this whole thing. First of all, I just want you to explain what you do.
Yes, well, I'm a matchmaker, so I look for eligible bachelors and bachelorettes within the African American community, and I match them. I meet with them, understand what they are looking for, what they offer, and I match them with people who would make a good match.
Wow, I'm excited about this because I'm getting back into I wore my outfit today for now because I'm ready. Because I really want to know. Okay, I wanted to talk with you about, because the old traditional way of finding love is so out. Life has turned into such a modernized type of way. So, with that being said, it's just now you're not going to go to the gas station, get gas, and think your love going to just walk up and say, here I am. So, with me, I know just by personal experience off of the social sites, so for me, it's a lot of ladies who need your services and guys who need your services, but a lot of people are afraid or ashamed to say it, because I was like that. I was like, when I went online and I was like, swipe to the left, this ain't for me. I need somebody to personally pick my love. Can you do that for me?
I certainly can. and the funny thing about it is, it's something I love to do. I love love. So I love meeting somebody and going, you remind me of him. Y'all would be a good match. And I've been doing this really a long time, all my life. And it wasn't until this year that I went and got certified as a matchmaker. Because all my friends were just saying, you just do this so well. You're just good at it. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I'll have a conversation with somebody and close my eyes and a man will pop up and it's like, him. Y'all need to be together. It just comes from within. And it works.
Wait a minute, first of all, you got to be certified?
Well, I'm certified, and the reason I am is because I know people want to know, what are your credentials.
Yeah.
And I'm educated in my other profession. I'm a training professional, and I have a PhD, almost a PhD in my training profession.
You getting it, girl.
I am getting it. So I have the education to do what I do in that arena. So I wanted to make sure I was also certified to do this too, because people want to know, what are your credentials?
Yeah.
How you
certified?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How can you tell me what qualifies you to help me? So I wanted to make sure I had that.
Is it hard to match?
It can be. It can be, because some people are extremely picky, and that's probably why they're single. What I like to tell people is, well, what you've been doing hasn't really been working, so maybe you should consider something else.
Yeah.
I mean, your type can keep you single. If you're only dating this one type of person and it's not working out, maybe it's time to switch up your type.
Yeah. Well, a little bit before the show, I shared with Shay a little bit about my personal experience and the things that I went through. Like, for me, I've never dated. So getting on this new dating scene is, it is scary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of picky too. And it's because I know what I don't want anymore.
Right.
But I don't know what's out here. It's like, it's not out here, or I'm not meeting the right people.
Yes.
So for me, I know I do want to use your service. Mm-hmm. I already told Shay she got to, middle class me, match me up. Because, one thing about it, it's like, I have to find somebody that clicks with me. I'm very busy. I'm all over the place sometimes, but I know I got it all up here, but I need that helpmate to have pillow talk, and I need them to have the same ambitions and goals so that we can work together. And I think that's kind of hard for people to find now. It's so easy for men to say, I don't want to deal with it. I just go ahead and deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
One thing, when I connected with you on social media, and I know Facebook, I instantly seen one of yours, and I know you probably saw when I shared it. And I want to make sure that I'm saying it right. It was, ladies, would you rather have a broke man that's faithful, or a rich man that's a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because I shared that because that is the biggest thing, because everybody wants people that got money, but their heart is not right. And I think that's a big thing. Can you please tell me about it?
Yeah, I can tell you about that. First, I want to address something really quickly. The foundation of everything I do is all about positivity, and I believe in thinking positive and being positive. So I will never say there aren't good men and women out here. I'll never say it's hard. I'll never say any of those things. That's speaking negatively. You can have whatever you want, and
can I have it all? I can have it all.
You can have what your heart's desire. You can have the man that God wants for you. I believe that wholeheartedly. He's out there. He's looking for you just like you're looking for him. I believe that. So I like to start with that. And that helps to bring to pass and manifest exactly what you're looking for. If you already put it out there that he's there, he's available, he wants me, and he's perfect for me, then it just makes it one step easier. But back to your question about finances is a huge issue in dating for African Americans, because we, especially today, as women and men have become educated, they're successful, and a lot of women, as they climb the corporate ladder, they want somebody who they feel is on par with them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'm doing a lot of coaching to help people to see, okay, you make $250,000 a year. Does he really have to make $250,000 a year as well? Let's say he makes 60. He can pay his bills. He can take you out to dinner. What difference does it make if he doesn't make six figures? So I try to really work with women to get them to see that might not really be, you think that's what you want, but is it really necessary? It's not. Money. Like I tell women, if you can take care of yourself, don't meet a man. Now, in our parents' day and age, it was different. In our grandparents' day and age, it was different. They would meet for somebody to take care of them because they couldn't work. And if I can't work, I need to find a man who can help, who can pay all the bills and take care of me. But today is a whole different story. Women are professionals. Women are successful. Don't look for a man to take care of you. Look for a man to compliment you. Build the empire together. You a boss, he a boss, y'all be a boss together.
Yes.
That's the best situation if you ask me. So I really try to help women to massage that whole thought. It's not your grandparents' dating world, because they didn't have to date. They grew up together and got married and had kids. It was a whole different story. Today, the ball game is different. So I think it's about changing the way we think, changing our mindset, and it just makes it that much easier to get your mate, to attract your mate.
Here in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, it's so many men, it's so many women. It's like, how do you find... And the reason why I'm asking you this is because I've had a man to say to me, well, men ain't looking for love no more. Because I said, I'm 35. I just turned 35. So I was like, okay, I still believe in true love because I've only been with that one dude for 18, 20 years of my life. So I just know I'm a one-man girl. But he said to me, and we just was talking one day, just having a general conversation, me and a couple of friends, and it was guys that saying, men don't want no love. You know, they ain't got to have no love. So I said, I bet it's different. I said, maybe it's me because I'm country. You know, I'm a country girl. And I still have those. My mom and dad are still together today. So I seen stability and togetherness. And I seen my daddy, you know, I'm not going to say so much to take care of my mama, but my mama don't have to change no oil. My mama ain't got to wash no car. My mama ain't got to do a lot of things. And I told my dad, I said, Daddy, what are these men like you? M-A-N. And I think when we, as women, we became so independent. And we became independent, we took the role sometime of men. And so now they don't have to work for it like as hard as they used to. Is it just me? And with you being in that profession, I mean, I just wanted to know because, I mean, get back on the scene.
I think you can, like I said, you can find what you're looking for. That type of man does exist, and he's having the same issues because he's meeting so many city girls who don't want him to be an M-A-N man. He's looking for what you just described. I think that person that you described is out there. He's not the kind of person I would want, but it doesn't matter because he's the one that you would want. Mm-hmm. And that one person that you want is out there. So really, it doesn't matter if there's a whole bunch of people. All you need is one. So as long as that one person exists and you're one person, y'all can come together and make a match.
Well, I'm coming to you and let you match me.
Definitely.
I'm serious. I have this outgoing personality, and sometimes I can be too powerful for some of the guys. And I know I have a lot of guys that approach me and be like, well, I don't make all this money. But it ain't about the money to me because when I was married, I didn't have all this money. I just had dreams and things I wanted to do, and I was very ambitious about things I wanted to go, and I'm goal oriented. So I would like a man that's goal oriented, and it's a lot of men that want to be boss out here. And I told that guy, I challenged him, and me and him went toe to toe, because I said it's men out here that want a wife. You know, that settlement part, that, you know, they're tired of going home alone. I had another man told me, I don't like going home alone. I want, you know, when they get out here, they don't want quantity, they want quality of a woman. So that makes a difference to all these playboys. It don't last.
It doesn't. And you know, as you see on my page, a lot of men are looking for good women. So I want to tell people that is a lie. That is not true. There are a lot of good men out here, black men, looking for good black women. I mean, you can just go on my page on any day and you can see brothers saying, yes, 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 I want a good woman. And the same for women. There are a lot of good women that want a good man. And really, I've had success because my base is people who are looking for a relationship. So I'm not dealing with people who are out there playing around, not being serious. Those are not people I'm working with. Those people won't come to a matchmaker. If you got women coming in and out your house every day, you're not going to come to a matchmaker.
You don't need them.
You don't need them. You're not going to come to any of my events. The people who come to my events, the people who come to me to help them find a match, are people who are ready to settle down. And because you just have that small pool of people who are really ready to settle down, that helps, you know, the odds are working for you that you're going to meet that person and go ahead and settle down.
See, me personally, I don't want to kiss a whole bunch of frogs to get to my friends. You know, I'm just going to be honest. I can count on my hand how many men I've been with in my life. So I value that. And I know a lot of people may say, ooh, you know, but I value that because, again, I'm a settled person. I like one man. I don't want to date all these men. You don't know what they got. You don't know. They just liars.
Yeah.
So, and then I know when it comes to, let's get on these rich men. Okay. So, I've had one of my clients who's a real, you know, bought a house for me. She, you know, used to be in with a football player, and she's been there, did that, and she said the heart wasn't there. The money was there. She was always at home alone. He was always gone. He was always on the social scene, and it was always problems with women. So the trade-off to having the money, the house, the everything, a house is not a home if he's not there. So to answer the question when you said, do you want a rich man or a broke man that's heart is right, that's faithful, I think I'll take that faithful man, because we can build our empire together and we can become, well, not so much as rich in money, but rich in love and in our heart, as long as we're comfortable. I think women chase the wrong thing, and that's why I wanted you to be on the show today, because it's hard for people to understand this new love thing and all these games.
Well, you know, and I do believe that you can, I believe in prosperity, and I believe that you can have whatever you want, and I'm very successful even in my training business. So that's why in looking for a relationship, that's not even something I even think about or even bring up. I don't bring up, you know, how much money do you make? I could care less how much he makes. If he's faithful and loyal and good to me, we're a go.
Oh, yes.
Because we can, like you said, we can build an empire. We can have everything we want if we have the foundation right. I don't think all rich men are like the man that you described. I don't think all rich men are that way. There are some good, faithful, loyal, rich men too. I think you have some broke cheaters out there too.
I know.
So you can have, you know, you can have them good and bad no matter what. I think the focus should never be the money, because when you marry somebody for their money or you're dating somebody for their money, when that money goes, you're gonna go, because that's what you loved about him. You loved that he could take you on trips and buy you whatever you want. Well, let's say he loses his job or he loses his contract or anything can happen. Then what? The foundation is gone, because your foundation was built on the money. That's why that should not be number one. Absolutely should not. I asked that question even again last night to have people rank their top qualifications that they're still aspiring to make. Money should not be number one. Looks should not be number one. But that's
we're gonna touch on that.
We can touch on that. I think we have a lot of shallow mindsets in our community where women are like, his money got to be right. He's got to da-da-da. And I'm not saying he needs to be, you know, asking you for money or working at McDonald's, but don't value a man based off what's in his pocket. Yeah. Value him for what's in his heart. Mm-hmm. Yes, because the character, your integrity, that's all on the inside. When God chooses your mate, he's talking about the inside. Because you could be here today and here tomorrow. And you could be here today and here tomorrow. So don't judge based off what they have and possessions. That's not who they are.
Yeah.
Really, it's
so
not.
True. And that's the same way when it comes to looks.
Same exact thing. It is they're on the same page. Men are saying, well, she got to look like Beyonce. Okay, but do you have Jay-Z's money? No. So let's not.
Please, don't get money.
So let's not try to. No, I'm not saying she got to be unattractive and you can't stand to look at her. And I'm not saying he's got to be broke either. But what I'm saying is, what happened to people just wanting the average person? Just want a regular old person?
You know what I think? To answer that question is media. Mm-hmm. The social media, the media of being Beyonce with the cobalt shapes and all that. I want somebody who's gonna still love me if I get wide as this chick.
Absolutely.
And you gonna say, babe, come on, wobble over here. You know, that's just me, and that's again this country.
But it's important.
It's very important. That heart is what set the foundation of how I wanna, who I wanna be with, and how we gonna fall in love.
I totally agree.
I wanna fall in love. That's another thing. They don't wanna date you. They wanna overnight meet you, talk on the phone 1-2 times, and then can we go hit? That's so wrong. We was talking about that earlier. It's more of they want to jump in the bed. And that's
going to be a big transition for you having been married 18 years. Because you haven't dated. And in your whole adult life, you have no idea what's going on out here in this dating world. But I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through it. Because that's going to happen. I wish I could tell you that you would not meet a man that will want to sleep with you immediately. Because you're a beautiful woman and they're going to want to do that. Why? Because women do that. There are women who meet them today and sleep with them today. So why would they know that you're going to be different?
You're right.
So we'll talk about how to let them know without being offensive. Let them know, listen, I just got out of an 18-year relationship. So we're going to have to take this slow for me.
I'm scared to tell them.
I think you have to tell them because that already sets the tone. They already know you're not out here. You're not one of these thought women or whatever they want to call. They need to know that because they don't know. People don't know by looking at you, your history and your past. So I think you have to set the stage. Like, this is what I'm used to. This is what I'm looking for. And once you set the expectation, they can take it from there.
So, Shay, I've been out of the world alone. Never dated, basically, because I went from my 18 years. Before then, I was in like a 3-year relationship with someone else that was my high school sweetheart that I love so dear, and on to the marriage. Back out on the love scene. What are some tips for me or someone who's like me that want to get back out here? What do we do? What's the first thing?
I meet a lot of women and men who are just out of a divorce, and a lot of times men do want to have a period of time. They just want to get everything out of their system. They've been They've been on lockdown for years, so they want to date, and that's cool too. When I meet a man, they tell me they just got divorced. I'm like, hey, go enjoy the world, see the world, and come back to me when you're ready. Because I do think that period is important.
Yeah.
You need to see what's out there. But when you're serious and you're ready to move to the next level, you're ready for your next relationship, I always advise women and men to let the person know that you just got out of a serious relationship. They need to know that, hey, I've been married my whole adult life. I really don't know what's out. You don't know what's out there. You haven't dated, heartbreak. I mean, you had this one relationship forever. So yes, definitely you want to ease into that. Probably a good solution too would be to date somebody else who's a divorcee. Okay. Someone else who's recently, getting out of a relationship. Y'all can work through this and navigate this together. That would be really key, and I can help you with that because I have a whole database of.
I'm so excited, girl.
Men who recently got divorced.
Let me tell you why I'm excited, because me and my ex haven't been together basically in like 3 years. So everybody said, well, take some time for yourself. And okay, I'm like, okay, I took time for myself. And what I've been working on was been me. Everybody said, work on yourself. Mm-hmm. So working on me is building my brand, doing things I want to do. But I still want a mate.
I think that's a natural and normal feeling. A lot of times people speak against us having that desire, but it's a normal desire. God put it in us. You're going to have a desire for a man, and he's going to have a desire for you. I think that's a natural and normal instance. And if you've taken that time, now you're ready. And I want to help you. I want to help you navigate that.
And I think that's good to have somebody that's already been divorced, so they know too. Because after I've had men that say, "You've been out here for a little while by yourself," and these women, they tell lies and they play games just like men play games.
I do want to talk about that too, because a lot of times women will say men play games and men are dogs and men cheat. But let me tell you something: women are just as broken as men. Women are going through the same issues that men are. If you grew up in a crazy household, it's going to affect the man just like it's going to affect the woman. And so you have women out here playing games, doing men dirty. I hear that constantly. I have male clients, and my wife did this, and my girlfriend did. They are breaking these men's hearts, hurting them left and right. So don't get it twisted. It's not just a bunch of bad men out there. There's some hurt and damaged women just the same. And they're doing, the way we manifest hurt is a little different. You know, but we still manifest it. We're argumentative. We're in our man's faces. We're leaving them when they lose jobs. We're hitting them with stuff. We're lying on them in court. We do a lot of things that just is not cool. But these are the stories I constantly hear of heartbreak. And sometimes it's so painful. You know, when a man is crying, that's painful. That's hard for me to hear. But these women are breaking men's hearts just like men are breaking women's hearts. And so what it is hurt people hurt people. Yeah. We're all going through things. We're hurt and we're hurting other people. And so that's something difficult to navigate, but I'm here to help to navigate through those pains and through those mountains to help you meet the right one.
And that's true, because with me doing real estate, I hear it all the time. Folks are, I need to move tomorrow. And I'll be like, so me, the first thing I say, why you need to move tomorrow? Like, that's an urgency for me. I got to get out of here with her, you know. And then as I meet them on the spot to show them a house, they go into the story. So I'm saying to myself, I never share my story, because I'm saying, oh, you know, I got a crazy agent, you know. You know, but I hear it. So what you're saying is very true. It's a lot of good men out here that have, you know, they've been hurt. And they done went into some pain and sagas. So for a lady who's looking for shade, I want them to know, like, for these services, what other service, like you have socials and all kind of things and mixers things that you do.
I provide a one-on-one consultation and help you find and make most of my clients are very professional and they're very busy, and they don't have time to go online. They don't want to sift through all these pictures and all this nonsense. So they come to me and they say, listen, this is what I'm looking for. We sign a contract, because you got to sign a contract to protect yourself from foolishness. So I do sign a contract. They pay me and I go search. I go look for exactly what you described. I set you up on dates. Your fee includes your dates. So when you meet Mr. Right, you're meeting him at the place, at the restaurant, tab is covered, and you're just able to have a conversation, not think about, because that's awkward too. If the female is my client, does he pay? If he's my client, does she pay? You know, so that's awkward. So the meal is paid for. Y'all just go meet. I tell you what to meet, what to wear. Because sometimes women haven't been dating in a long time. Men haven't dated. So we talk about, what are you supposed to wear on your date? How you act on your date? What questions do you need to ask? What things do you need to say and what not to say? Because a lot of times people don't know what to say. And some people come out and they just want to tell you everything on first date. Want to tell you all their business and all their baggage. And that runs people away. So I do a lot of coaching on, listen, that's not appropriate, because I follow up with both parties, and I get feedback, and I go back and I say, listen, you said this to her and that turned her off. Don't do that again. Don't bring up sex on the first date. Don't talk about your baggage on the first date. Don't talk about your ex on the first date. All these little tips and tricks I give people to help them navigate, because sometimes that can turn people off and that ends it for them. So you go on your date. I set you up on 5 dates or 10 dates, depending on which package you get. That's one package. I also offer singles mixers. And singles mixers are a way that, like I said, I just bring together people who are serious about finding a mate. And we do different activities throughout the night. My events are always classy, always nice. Everybody's dressed to impress. Meals are included. And you just come and you're mingling with people. Those are my events. And I also help people find escorts for an event or an occasion. Let's say you're going to a Christmas party and you need a date. I can help find a date just for that event too. So people will come to me and say, hey, I've got this work function and I don't want to show up alone. Then I can help find someone to accompany them.
This is so new to me. I mean, it's just like shopping online. You know, I'm just going to be honest. It's so new to me. And that's why I said, maybe I need help. I don't want to look. Because like you said, it's overwhelming. I ain't got time to sit there. I ain't got time to answer all these inboxes, 1,000. I ain't got time. Hey.
I do all of that for you. So, and I cut to the chase. Listen, I'll say, listen, she's not about that. This is what she into. Are you going to be able to deal with that? Before you even talk to them, I've already done all those interviews and set them up and prep them for how they need to come to you so they can come correct. And that's what you're paying me for.
So that's what I want to ask. So how much do services like these cost? Like on a general, because I know it's based on case by case.
It is case by case. I will say this. Most matchmakers charge astronomical fees. And that's why most of us don't go to matchmakers. I talked to a very well-known matchmaker, and he told me he charges $10,000, Yes, and that's why black people don't go to matchmakers, because most of us can't afford it. My brand, Middle Class Matchmaker, is for the middle class, truly. So my prices are not astronomical. It's not, it's not $5, but they're not. It's not astronomical. I'm not trying to break you. You don't have to take out a loan. You're not gonna be in debt to afford my services, because I intentionally do it for people. I want you to afford me. I want you to be able to come to me. So it's not going to be astronomical. But at the same time, it's a lot of work. I have to sift through a lot of BS and questions and stuff. So I want to make sure that I provide a good service and a good solution. So you never have to worry about being overcharged with me. I just think that's why there's not a lot of us that go to matchmakers, because we really can't afford it. It's ridiculous.
I think that's one of the things too, they can't afford it. And then another thing too, they're uneducated about it. And that's why I wanted you on the show today.
Thank you.
Because I wanted people to, everybody's on social, on social media. So like with this show being on social with Nikki, we want them to know how to stay on social and connect with people that can help them. Because anybody got time to be sitting there all day long in your phone, you at work and
absolutely.
and you get so overwhelmed. Like for me, I have to get off of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this. It's just too much. And it's like, if you answer back, it's an all day thing.
Yes, and a lot of times I hear a lot of complaints from women that the men are not reading their profiles. Like women will say what they want. Men don't read that. They're just looking at pictures, and it's just okay, her, not her, her. And women do that too. Him, not him. But see, you can't choose a person based off what they look like. You really cannot. Because what you look like is not who you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell your story. It doesn't tell what you've been through, what you're looking for. None of that is evident in what you look like, right? Thank God we don't look like what we've been through.
No, thank Lord. I look.
But you can't tell. You can't tell if somebody's crazy. You can't tell. I mean, there's just things you can't tell.
It's painted up so pretty.
Absolutely. Of course you want to put forth your best self. That's why you need somebody to go through, sift through all of that, and find out the truth for you. Now, I don't know everything. I only know what they tell me. But the thing I do know is I will know that this man has signed a contract and he's told me he's single.
So that means he ready.
He better be. Yeah, because I think when a client comes to me, they're ready. When men come to me, and I have more male clients than female clients, and that's always shocking.
What?
But these are black men, straight black men, professional black men.
Straight.
I gotta let you know, these are quality brothers that come to me and they say, I want my wife. I'm ready to find my wife.
You get me so, you see me on the move around. I'm getting excited. So you got a tree full of men. I can just pick, you know. I'm excited. I'm very excited about that because I was like, okay, maybe I need me a Charlotte Wilson. And I call her Charlotte Wilson is a more settled, seasoned man that knows what he wants, that done been married, that done messed up with his thing, with his woman, and he know, oh, I got a good girl. I better do right this time. I know. So that's why I was like, it's hard to find them because maybe I ain't going into places where they are. So I'm coming to your social.
Yes.
Please tell us about your social.
Yes.
How to find you.
Absolutely. So I have a mixer on December 26th. It's called Holiday Soiree Singles Mixer. And it is going to be at the Royal Room Event Center in Ellenwood, Georgia. On December 26th. It's close to you. Yep. On December 26th from 8 to midnight. It's going to be a lock and key event. So all the men will receive a key. All the women will receive a lock. And they're going to go around and see whose key fits into whose locks. There will be dinner. Drinks will provided. I'm very excited about this social right after Christmas. And a lot of times singles are lonely around the holiday times because they don't have their husband or wife. So this is going to break it up.
Just like Christmas without the one. Yes.
Exactly. We're going to break all of that up and you can come in and mingle with us. But if you want to find me, I'm on social media, Middle Class Matchmaker on Instagram, Middle Class Matchmaker on Facebook. My personal Facebook page is Shay, Middle Class Matchmaker Primus. Middle Class Matchmaker on Twitter. So I'm everywhere.
Yeah, and she's going to be actually at a tea party on January 31st.
Absolutely.
So she'll be able to have some ladies that will be there that will have some, Q&As for you to answer because everybody got this. And even the people who are still married and together, they want questions because they got people who need to find somebody so they can refer them to you. So I appreciate you so much, Shay. I'm excited about you going to my because I thought I was going to go Steve Harvey, child. I was like, I'm going to Steve Harvey, but I'm so glad that we got somebody like yourself that don't have to go those routes because Steve Harvey ain't going to take for so many people. So that's another question. How many clients do you take on at once?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't decided that. Like I haven't reached my threshold, but I'm sure I will. But I run a boutique firm. I just hired 2 new recruiters. So it's me and I have 2 recruiters and they recruit for me. So I'm growing and expanding. I haven't decided.
And we're going to help you too.
Definitely.
Like,
please. I need all the help I can get.
Yes.
Bring more clients to me. Middle class matchmaker.
Middle class matchmaker. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Shay, for coming on the show. Y'all stay tuned to see. I'm going to bring my man on the show. But you can use me.